What's up, guys? It's Powerbang, and I'm going to talk a little bit today about clan management and how you can choose your attacks most efficiently. Now, it's a question I get asked all the time. I have people ask, do you assign, mirror targets, a range of targets? Do you free call? Do you use claims, etc., etc.? I want to answer some of those questions today and also explain why I feel this method is the best method, and then kind of substantiate that with some evidence. So, first thing is you got to realize when you go to war and you have all of these, people trying to coordinate to attack all of these people on the other side. It can get very hectic, very chaotic, and there needs to be some sort of claim system, some sort of way to reserve a base, so that when you go into scout these bases and you decide, wow, this is a really easy base. Holy cow, look at all the air defenses in the center here. I'll just bring some balloons. We'll, loon the outside ring, bring in a few hogs, take out the center, clean it up, 3 stars, whatever. Jump to get to the queen, 3 heal spells. That ought to do it. So 2 hours and 15 minutes of cook time later, you show up to do your attack, and somebody else already hit it. So now you have this stupid holo-wee-wee army that does not work for anything other than vulnerable holo bases, and you're going to try to either force your attack onto a base that's not suited for the holo-wee-wee army, or you're going to have to rebuild your entire army composition to suit another base. Now, there's 2 reasons that's bad. One, it's inefficient. You're going to use more resources that way, rebuilding armies, more time. It's just not cool. Secondly, it's annoying. So on top of that, a lot of times people, they don't want to spend the resources, and they're going to force that army composition onto a base that it really shouldn't be used for. So you're going to see more failures that way. So I've got a claim system that we use. I'll show you some of that later. There's plenty of acceptable methods to do claims. You can have an external chat program that you guys use that's outside of the game. You can use, clan forums. You could use a website. Many different methods. I'll show you what we do. It's a very popular one, but we'll get to that in a little bit. First, let's talk about, claim methods. A lot of teams, they enforce the use of, mirror matches or whatever, where, I'm number 7, so let's go hit number 7 on the other team. So we go look at number 7. Oh, well, it's a Town Hall 10, and that's special. We don't want a Town Hall 9 hitting a Town Hall 10 on an opening attack. And then that means you're going to have to make exceptions, and maybe, you slide down a couple bases. I don't know. It just gets chaotic. I'm not a big fan of the mirror match, not only for the fact that not everything adds up evenly. As you can see, we're up against 7 Town Hall 10s. We have 4. Obviously, we kind of got screwed on the Town Hall matchups here, but it's probably not prudent to attack our mirrors in this situation, as you're going to have 3 of us at Town Hall 9 hitting Town Hall 10. So that's not to say that we couldn't throw up 2 stars, but probably not the most efficient use of our attacks. The same thing happens on the bottom when you look at the number of Town Hall 8s. Starting at number 28, they have Town Hall 8s, and if you look at our side, starting at number 28 as well, these do match up, and that works better. But here's the main reason that I don't like assigning mirrors to a claim system, or like assigning players to attack a specific target. Not all players have the same strengths. When you look at your team, you've got all these guys here that you're trying to manage their strengths and weaknesses to most efficiently attack the enemy, to take down their bases, as systematically as you can. You want to get a 3-star attack every time, basically. Well, what happens when you don't have a clan made of cyborgs and machines and robots that know how to perfectly use every strategy on every base? I know I'm not in that position. We don't have players on our team that can use every single strategy out there. We've got a lot of guys that are really good at Hogs. We've got other guys that are really good at Lalunian. We've got other guys that are really good at Valks. We've got some that are good at, Golo Wee. We've got some that are good at Holo Wee. My point is, not everybody can use every single attack, and that really must be factored in when you're claiming bases. If you're going to go up against an extremely vulnerable Hog base, and you're going to assign somebody to it that cannot use Hogs, you're going to end in failure, and you're basically just wasting attacks at this point. So let's talk about what failed attacks really mean. In high-level wars, when you fail to 3-star a base, you're actually penalized 2 attacks because you've already spent 1 attack, which is expected on base. But Because the 3-star goal was not accomplished on the particular base when you failed, another player now has to spend one of their attacks on the base you failed on. And another base besides the one that you've already failed on now will go unattacked by the other player because he has to waste an attack cleaning up your mess. So the more often these initial failures happen, the more the problem compounds, and as the war goes on, more and more attacks get used to clean up a fewer number of bases. So the same goes true for initial attacks if they are successful. Now, if we go look at one of our past wars, let's look at the war log here. The same goes true for initial attacks. Now, if they are successful, as we will see in this particular example, we'll scroll to the bottom here and look at the way we opened the war. So you've got top Town Hall 9s being attacked, and 3-star, 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 3-star. 95% 2-star, which obviously means there's a blueprint now for how to 3-star the base. Just clean up a few things. 3-star, 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 3-star. I mean, one 3-star after another. This opens up so many more attacks that you now no longer have to use on cleanups. You can use them elsewhere for either an initial attack on another base or for helping clean up. Now, you really have to be careful that too many attacks aren't wasted and are not initial failures, because eventually you'll find yourself falling too far behind, and it's going to get to the point to where you either can't catch up or you're going to be able to you can't risk any failures at this point, and that means that you're going to have to shift your approach like we had to last war. You'll have to shift your approach to going for 2-stars, not necessarily going for 2, but you're going to have to ensure that that town hall is gotten, and that's going to mean coming in at angles in a base that you may not have intended or may not be the best way to 3-star the base, and you're doing that because you're trying to win. So since we've determined that initial attacks are crucial to setting the tone for the war, as well as causing many attackers to be available for cleanup, should there be a good initial success ratio, it's really wise not to force your players into attacking bases they aren't comfortable with. Or at the very least, there might be a player on your roster who's quite simply stronger with a certain attack style. So here's what I feel is the right way to do it. We look at this particular war. I'm number 7. I've got a number 7 on the other side that's a Town Hall 10. That's not for me. What I want to do is look for other targets that are in my Town Hall range, like maybe the top 4 or 5 Town Hall 9s. It really kind of depends on the strengths of their base. Now, you guys know my base. I'm a max Town Hall 9. Max defenses, I've got, heroes in the mid-20s. Let's look for something comparable on the other side. So we go look at number 8 here. Okay, this is really comparable to mine, and this is their top Town Hall 9, and he's got lower level heroes than I do, so this is a great match. It also has the base layout that I really prefer. If we do a ultra quick scout on this, because I don't want to spend too much time, we drop let's do a jump spell, something like this. We'll send in some Valkyries. We're going to clear out the clan castle. The air defenses are all going to go down here. The queen's going to hop in to engage. We'll take her out, and at this point, once those air defenses go down, we'll just drop some loons here on the back end to these defenses. All of that's down, cleanups in progress, gonna get the 3-star. I feel good about it. All right, now what do we do to claim this? Now check this out. Here is a website, www.clashcaller.com. You'll come here, and as the leader or co-leader of your clan, you can click Start War. Now it's gonna pop up your clan name, enemy clan name. Let's type your clan name in here, and we'll type the enemy clan name. Let's go enemy clan, and you're going to choose your size. We're a 35 by 35, and then you can select more options, such as a timer for your claims. You can determine how long that claim is good for. You can have half the war, quarter of the war, blah blah blah. Let's not put a timer on it, and then I'm going to click archive so that I can access this later on. I'll click submit. Now it's going to generate a code. Now this code you'll find right here, and this is going to be your clan's unique ID. What you'll do is you'll copy this code and then put it in your clan chat and send out a clan mail. That will alert everybody in your clan what the code is, where they can come to this base. Now remember, when we took a look at this was number 8, and I'm obviously Powerbang. So we'll come to number 8 here and click the little plus sign, and we'll call the target. Click submit, and now this target's called. Now, say we have, I don't know, number 3, we're going to have Sir O. Long Johnson. Boom. Now, this is going to fill up, right? So we're going to put just one more example here. We'll say Drew is going to take number 9. Well, as you do your attacks, and say I 3-starred my first attack, I come back, I click the called button, and it's going to say to select the results. Now I can click 3 stars here, and that's going to gray this out to signify that you don't need to attack it anymore. And you can actually click again and say review attack and say, it went well, good, CC kill, blah, 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 whatever, right? That's going to create a little note. Other people can see that. Now, one thing that you can do that we kind of do, so number 8, right? Before you attack it. Actually, let's go look at number 9 since I haven't, done any notes on that yet. Number 9. Okay, cool. This is the turtle. We've done this, a million different ways, but you can do, hell, I'll just mark it up one way that I've done it before. This is not the only way to hit this base. We'll do a couple golems in to here. We'll drop a jump spell. We'll create a funnel on both sides here. And then we're going to send in our kill squad and our heroes. The goal is to take out the air defenses. Once that happens, we'll drop in back in balloons to all of these defenses that are too far away from the core to get any support. So we'll call it a Golo Wee Wee, enter from the right. The cool thing is you can actually go note this. So number 9, we'll call it Golo Wee Wee, enter from right, 2 golems, and we'll call it 12 back end balloons. So we say all right. Now, anybody that is looking through the list or trying to determine something, they can either tell how the base should be attacked, or they could tell whatever notes you wanted to leave the person. Maybe that is where quad Tesla in core, or double giant bomb on right in front of queen. These are the types of notes that you can leave in your claims section. So this is what we use. Clash Caller, check it out. When you get done with your wars, say Drew comes in, he 2 stars, which, Drew doesn't do often, but we'll give him the 2-star. Sticking with that, we go view stats after the war, and it's going to actually tell you who did what, give you a whole bunch of, calculations, and pretty cool stuff. So check it out. Post that in your clan chat. And then the last thing for this topic, the reason you want to do kind of a free claim system. Let's go back here. So you're going to let your players kind of attack. It's got to be within their own Town Hall level, obviously. You don't want Town Hall 10s claiming Town Hall 9s, or Town Hall 9s claiming Town Hall 8s. Or Town Hall 8s claiming Town Hall 7s. That's not something you want to do. It's not efficient. It's not fair. And there's a better use for your lower guys. If you can take out bases with your lower players and make their attacks good, that means that everybody else that's higher up is going to have stronger attacks for the the stronger bases. So you're going to choose bases that you can 3-star on the first attempt. When you basically go to scout a base, if you were to look at this base and think, oh crap, there's no 3-star method that I see that I can use on this base to get 3 stars, you would not claim it. You would let somebody else who felt more confident in this base take care of it. You want to stay within the general difficulty level of your own base. You want to choose something with similar hero levels if possible, similar defense levels, and basically what you're trying to do is make sure that it's kind of an even match, and then you're not beating up, for me with level 20-something heroes and all max troops. I'm not going to go pick this number 26 and beat up on him, because there's players that are less strong than me on my roster that would need to go take care of that. You need to make exceptions for players that are warring without their heroes. Now, I don't know what your policy is in your clan on warring without heroes. However, if you do not have your king or do not have your queen, obviously things are more difficult for you. And at that point, it's acceptable for us to drop. I'm number 7. I might come down and hit number 17. I haven't seen the base yet, but we'll look at it. And I'm assuming, lower level walls, level 7 walls, level 5 heroes. That's going to be far easier to approach with kind of a gimped army with having less heroes than you normally do. So lastly, you need to have the ability for leadership to make adjustments based on player strengths and weaknesses. So if you see somebody as a leader, if you see somebody that is constantly, say they're number 16 and they're constantly claiming the top Town Hall 9 base and constantly failing on it, you need the ability to tell that player, listen, claim more around your level. Why not build up some confidence on some lower level bases with lower difficulty, lower level defenses, and lower level heroes? Get some 3-star success going, and then start working your way up based on the design. So that's something you need to reserve the right to do as a leader, and your players need to be receptive to that. There's going to be times when the war is on the line, and you need to optimize. Say you have 4 attacks left and 2 of them are super good hoggers, and there's 2 super good hog bases left. You don't necessarily want your guys that are Laloon specialists hitting the hog bases and vice versa. You need the ability to suggest bases for your players to hit and for them to go ahead and follow your instructions. So that's how I feel on the whole clan management, how to attack which base. Do the free claim stuff. Use a claim system like Clash Caller. That's what we do. Be smart about who you hit. Hit somebody in your range and your difficulty level, but hit bases that you feel you can 3-star and that play to your strengths. Not everybody can be, robots and 3-star everything with every strategy. Realize what you're good at, what you're not, what needs work, and use the claiming process as an opportunity to put your strengths on showcase and get that 3-star for your clan. It makes all the difference in the world, and it opens up so many more 3-star cleanup attempts on the other bases that were not successful on that initial attempt. So do your best to pick up 1 3-star every war. Be smart about your claims. Let your guys claim what they want, and try to oversee that process in a way that makes sense. So hopefully this has been informative, guys. Kind of a random topic, but it's a question that I've been getting a lot. So best of luck to you in your claims processes and in your wars. This is Powerbang. I'm signing out till next time.